Welcome back to another episode of the Finance Bible podcast. Zeke here.
And your co-host, Oscar. But before we get into it, please note that nothing in this podcast should ever be considered as personal financial advice.
Of course, if that is what you are seeking, reach out, we'll get you in touch with the correct professionals, get the job done properly.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Let's get into it. And welcome back to another episode. Today we're just going to be talking about something a little different. We're going to be talking about scams. The amount of money that... Sorry guys, the laptop's going wild in the background. And I'll also apologise. My voice at the moment a little bit iffy, I will say.
Is that because you were screaming while you were falling out of a plane perhaps 2 days ago?
No, it's actually a long story for all the listeners out there. I had a bit of a birthday bash over the weekend, and it was 24 hours of madness. And then 5 hours after wrapping that up, I went skydiving. And then 12 hours later, we're on a plane to Oscar to film a podcast for you guys.
So here we are.
My voice is a little bit croaky.
Oh, goodness me. Mate, before we get into your topic today of scams, very, very exciting. 80th episode.
80th episode, big
So
milestone.
80 episodes, 80 countries. So I just thought I'd throw that one out there.
That is a big
Well, it's actually
milestone.
84 countries right now we are streaming in, as I'm bringing up the stats as we speak. But please, let's talk about some scams. I feel like you've been a victim of a few scams in the past. Hence why you wanted to really bring it up.
Can confirm, unfortunately, I haven't fallen victim to any scams yet, so I can't really
Interesting.
shed a personal insight. But what we're going to do today is play a game called Stat Attack. And
Stat attack.
yes, I'm just going
Can't
to
rate that sick.
verbally assault Oscar with statistics. And we're just going to get his honest reaction and feedback and then talk about
We
the...
need the camera.
We should.
We actually need a camera. Well, that is coming soon.
That is coming soon. And we're just going to see his genuine reaction, and then we're going to discuss a bit more in depth scams and basically what you guys need to watch out for as listeners and how to avoid getting scammed. Yeah. So we'll just jump right in. In 2023, there was a large number of scams reported over Australia compared to 2022. In fact, there was an 18.5% increase in that calendar year. The previous number was 507,000. And so now it's 601,000. That's 500,000 Aussies getting done.
Do you have an age of it?
I do have age breakdowns.
Yes, I think what the older individuals are probably the bracket which are getting done more frequently, I'd say.
Yeah, well, what do you reckon the portions are? Like in terms of the amount lost in funds, how much do you think people between 25 and 34 lost?
I'm just under 2 mil.
Yep, 1.8 mil.
Bang.
Um,
That's elite.
and then
Elite that I knew that, not elite that.
and actually, out of the he's got it up. Actually, he's
No, I
cheating here.
don't.
He's had a quick cheat, mate. You
No, I was just having a look at some stats as well on my end.
Oh, criminal. On the actual timeline of like what ages were affected the most, where do you think that 25 to 34 actually fell? Like, were they the highest range? Were they second highest, the third highest?
I think that'd probably be. I honestly think that'd probably be like third highest.
Why is that?
A lot of them are younger. I feel like when you're 25 to 34, you're in that age when you're able to taking a bit more risk. And yeah, obviously, well, from my experience and others, my mates growing up, when you're a bit younger, you think if you can make a quick buck, if you're thinking you're going to make a bit of money for doing something like in a scam or something, like invest in this or something, you might just take the leap and then all of a sudden you got scammed.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, they were second highest.
Oh, well, there you go.
Behind over 65.
65, yeah. But it's pretty tough because over 65s, they haven't really been brought up. Like I'm talking like 80 plus, if you haven't been brought up with technology and you might get a text saying, that this is your daughter like transferring money, which that text was going around shit like last year.
Yeah,
But they wouldn't think twice.
yeah, that's true. The interesting thing, how much do you think in terms of financial loss as a country we had in 2023?
So what? 2 mil, 25, probably like 15 to 20 mil.
Total financial loss in 2023 to scams was $2.7 billion.
That is insane. What? So let's break it down. Like what type of scams?
I have that. Um, but I just want to throw out a statistic quickly.
Another one.
Yeah, I do.
What's to throw out a statistic in an episode of statistics?
Yeah, we'll just get everyone loving it. In America, the number
Taylor.
was 10 billion.
That doesn't like that's horrible. Doesn't surprise me though.
10 billion
It's ridiculous.
in 1 year.
That is ridiculous.
3.6 billion of that investment scams.
This America right now.
Those two stats,
Okay.
yeah. I'm not focusing on America today. I've only Googled Australian. I just happen to
Investment.
know that one.
Investment would always be number one. People
Yeah.
always want to make a like if they can get rich quick, they're going to do that.
Yeah, that's it.
It's but before you go into the other ones. The really obvious messages you get on WhatsApp from a lady called Susan. She's got a really fake photo as a WhatsApp DP, and
Hmm.
she's messaging you saying, "Wow, you're attractive. I can help you make money through crypto investing. Click this link." But like people who are older and not used to that would fall for it.
It's really funny, actually. Like, even being in the industry, like you and I are obviously in
Yeah,
the
again.
industry, we're industry professionals, and I get a load of like texts, Instagram, Facebook, everything of people trying to get me to do crypto, or
Mm.
even if we're running like ads on Facebook on the
Yeah, we get
on FinBib or
scams on that
AR.
instead.
Yeah,
We get
they
messages saying you got to
10
click on this
messages a
link.
day. Oh, we're going to delete your ad or your post because it doesn't follow guidelines. And I'm like, oh, I've been done with that before.
Yeah,
As in, my posts have been deleted. And I never got one of them.
no.
So straight away, know they're porkies.
I've been getting a few texts at the moment from Linked, like the
Oh,
tollway,
yeah, I get a lot of toll
and it's like
usage.
you've got an overdue fee. If you don't pay this, it's going to be cancelled. Click on the link. It's
Yeah.
like that's like first one I ever got. I was like, oh damn, got to fix this up. But now it's like, well, if that did happen, I'm sure you get an actual email
Yeah, that's
or
right.
a phone call.
Um, the next one after investment scams, what do you think number two is?
Online dating.
Oh yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Some. I'll tell you what, and I'll have to be careful what I
How do
say
they
here.
scam online? Like, is it obviously people pretending to
Well,
be
there's
attractive
it's
women or something?
dating and romance, so it doesn't necessarily have to be online. When I worked at a former bank, the number of calls we got from people like,
That's sending money over or
between
something.
50 and 80 that are sending money to people in like the Philippines and Africa and stuff.
Mm.
And um, what's the other one where I can't say his name on the podcast, a former work colleague, short man, think Toowoomba.
Oh,
Where was his girl from?
Russia. No. Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, yes, that's the place. Yeah, a lot of them in Kazakhstan. Um, yeah, there was a lot of them, and they'd call up and they'd go, "Hey, mate, um, bit of an embarrassing one for you. I think I've been done. I was talking to a lady and sent her about 90 grand.
90.
Yeah,
Is this an actual call you had?
this is yeah actual
90,000.
call, and this happened very regularly.
But like 90 grand was it?
ninety
Yeah.
thousand dollars. He's like, yeah, I sent her 90 grand, and I was trying to get her to fly over here, and it's been about 4 weeks. Unless the plane went down, I don't think she's coming. And it's
Oh,
like, oh, poor bloke.
oh,
And yeah, poor man just wanted to love, and he loved and he
mate,
fell,
it's so
broke his
common.
heart.
It's so common.
It does actually happen a lot. I didn't realize that really was a thing until I worked there, and like the number of calls you took where you're like, Yeah, I'll
So
send
they
that off to
must
the front
groom
team.
the guys for a long time before because obviously you're not going to send money.
Yeah, they need to
Just
come over and get a visa, and they've
yeah,
got
it's
to
probably
produce
like
their
a good old
passport.
month of just chatting. And it's like, I really need some money to help me get there. Would you? It's probably starts with, would you transfer me 500, and then a couple of days later, oh, thanks for that. Now I need X amount, and then
Yeah,
it just
and
snowballs.
a lot of them, from what they said anyway, so secondhand information, but a lot of them were like they were talking to a girl in like a war-stricken country or like
Mm,
a lower
socioeconomic,
that's the one
yeah,
socioeconomic country, and they're trying to help them and like they're trying to like get them out of this really bad situation. And the first time it might be that they're getting abused, and the second time it might be like, oh, I've been kidnapped and held for ransom and I need like 20 grand. And the next time it's like, oh, I'm going to get killed, I need a plane ticket like right now. And
yeah,
then
Jesus.
yeah, it just builds up and up and up.
I've seen the best ones on Facebook. It's like a fake Michael Jackson account messaging someone's like, I'm Michael Jackson. I'm
Yeah,
buried. I need the grant. I need like $10,000 to
yeah,
come back to life.
surely they don't work, eh?
Richard starts with hee hee.
Yeah, oh,
It's so good.
that's got to be a joke. Oh,
Oh, it's so funny.
so bad.
For people with like, it's like a fake celebrity message, like a real big fanboy who had
Yeah,
no idea.
yeah,
Like, let's just say Hailey Bieber, for example. And she
yeah.
messaged,
I'd send the money.
or Kendall Jenner for you.
Oh, if it was Kendall,
Yeah,
if it's Kendall,
yeah,
I'm
right
sending
there.
her the money. I'm over there,
Yeah,
and
right
she's got
there.
my bank. I don't care. I'm changing my name to Kendall so she can access it.
Oh, yeah, you do love Kendall Jenner.
Um, the next one along is fishing.
Oh,
Uh,
yes.
so
I remember
yeah,
that remember like when you started any like big organization, like you would have had it when you worked for the bank and stuff. They warn you for fish. Like the main thing they do is warn you for phishing emails
yeah,
all the time, every single day. And they do. We used to get fake tests, like one random phishing email come through a week to test everyone to see
yeah,
if they click on it or not.
classic.
But like that's a massive one.
That is a huge one. Yeah, like just fake
Bad.
nonsense.
We used to get them at our old work saying like, "Hi, Oscar, it's your boss. I won't say his name. It's
I need you
please,
to pay.
yeah,
Yeah,
please pay me this or contact me on WhatsApp."
yeah,
And it's like, what? It's
yeah. I
obviously
need you to
not
send
him.
me the card details. I've left it and I'm trying to buy something and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's just insane.
And to be honest, if they were worded like better in different language,
Mm.
like in the same language that he used,
Yeah,
they would have done it
you'd think
because
it's
no one else
legitimate.
speaks like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, true.
um, the
Oh,
next one along is false billing.
oh, like you've got a Amex buddy overdue bill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's sort of like your linked one, I guess.
yeah, it would
Uh,
be overdue phone bill.
yeah, I get that. I get ones about my license sometimes and like
Oh, really?
Uber and stuff as well. Yeah, I actually get a bunch of random text about crap like that. Australian Post as well, a lot of them.
And I've
Um,
seen back to that one about like texting. It's your daughter or something.
mm,
Can you send me some money?
yeah,
I've seen. Well, I think it was a while ago, actually, probably 6 or 12 months back now. But scammers are using AI to like do video chats as well. So like with a photo of the person they're trying to scam to the parent,
yeah.
they can do a video chat and it morphs into the face so it looks like legit, or just call them on the phone and like make them sound like the actual person.
Yeah, well, the fact we
It's
had an
just,
18.5% increase, like they are getting smarter
oh
and they're
yeah,
getting, like AI especially is making it so easy to do it. And the final, like, is in number five category, jobs and employment scams. That actually shocked me a little
job
bit.
scams.
Yeah, it shocked me a little bit, but then I remembered to, like, I don't know if you got them, but when I was working at the former job on WhatsApp, I'd get emailed all the time. Not emailed, I'd get WhatsApped.
WhatsApp, yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
Oh, what's up?
Um, and they're like, "Oh, hey, I have a really good job opportunity for you." Blah 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 blah. Did you ever
Yeah,
get
right.
them?
Nah.
Oh, I got them all the time. There's like always people in like Abu Dhabi and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're like work remotely.
Yeah, it's
You
always
know,
work remotely. You can make like $120 an hour.
yeah, and then that I don't know how it progresses from there to them getting money off you
Yeah, I
guys.
always wonder, how does it get to that level?
Yeah, unless they're like, "Oh, I need to pay you for your work. Give me your bank details," and they just direct debit.
Hmm.
Like they just do a transaction and try to get however much they can.
Well, I got scammed once when I was in school. Oh no, just after school actually. I got scammed. I was selling my PS3 and on eBay, and this bloke went to buy it, and then he sounded like elite, like all good. And I was like, just finished school. I'm spending a lot of money, so it's like, oh, perfect, an extra $300. I can spend this wherever. Anyway, kept emailing me. I said, oh mate, he said post it off, and then the funds will be released. So I posted it off, gave him the tracking number, and normally eBay just like switches and then it comes through. But then he's like emailing me saying, "Oh, here's a screenshot of Citibank saying you've got to transfer me $50 and then it'll be released." So I transferred him $50, and then it's like, "Mate, where's the money? It hasn't hit." And then a week later, I follow up. I'm like, "Mate, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, it's still not working. Now you got to transfer like 150." I transferred $150. He's dead. And I think the next day he can send 50 and I transferred another 50. Did it 3 times.
Oh my
I had
god!
no idea.
I'm actually shocked
Oh,
that you
so am
fell
I.
for that so much.
And then I just realized, so I was like, oh my God. I've been scammed and I lost
250 and a
at a
PS3.
PlayStation.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Did you like report the
oh yeah.
address you sent it to and stuff, or
Oh, mate, 100%.
do you reckon he's done? You reckon he's
Oh,
been locked up?
they're probably still out there. They're bloody dodgy, those
What a
little
criminal!
dogs.
Have you ever been scammed again?
No, no, there's a lesson.
One and done.
One and done. That's all you need in
He's been
some
burnt and then
things.
he's turned. Unreal.
Yeah, you don't need many more than those lessons.
The, that's so funny. Next one along that I want to go through is the delivery method, is in how they actually do the scam.
Righto.
Number one is my favorite
What?
phone.
Phone,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I love catching them out on the phone.
there was about 16,000
That's ridiculous.
reports of that, which I feel like a lot of people must just not report it because I
Mm.
probably received 16,000 of my own.
You just call them out,
I I love, and this is a tip for everyone out there.
going along with it.
Yeah, go along with it.
Yes.
Try to get them to actually convince you. Like, go along with it, keep going, and then when you say, like, you get right to the payment, you tell them the wrong card number and everything, and then go, "Hang on a minute, are you a scammer?" And they get angry.
Oh,
They like
they get
abuse
abusive.
you.
Yeah, they start swearing at you.
Yeah, it's so random.
The best thing what I do in my spare time sometimes is just on YouTube follow this bloke who just all he does is just hack into the scammers' computers,
Yeah,
gets the cameras in the air and like finds out their real names and speaks to them. He, like hacks their computer and starts calling them by their name. And you just see them like all rattled, like freak out, like start abusing him. Oh, it's so good.
it's so fun. I actually, yeah, I like to give them the opportunity to convince me to do it.
Mm.
If they can convince me,
Well,
they're
you're
doing
testing their
something right.
sales skills.
Yeah, and it's actually,
You might hire them, mate.
it's genuinely
If
fun.
you can sell me a scam, hey, mate, there's a job for you.
Yeah, only when I got a fair bit of time, because the longer time you waste for them, the more angry they get.
Oh, you don't have time these days. You're too busy jumping out of planes.
Yeah, well, there is that. Um, yeah,
Loves it.
so phone calls, I do love it. It was fun. Yeah, the skydiving session.
Oh, we're back on this now. Are we?
I
Taking
just
a
think,
turn.
I just
Bloody
think it's
hell.
amazing that I even got to do it. Like, 1 minute I'm out on the town, it's 2 a.m. The next minute I'm at the skydiving ring at 7 o'clock. Like, just crazy stuff. But anyone out there who hasn't done it, do a skydive. It's pretty chill. Like, it's not actually anywhere near
I love it. This is turned to you
as
skydiving. Yeah.
scary as it
It's a
should be.
skydiving bloody podcast now.
Yeah, well, I
Oh,
mean, anyone who's been bungee jumping,
oh, your own.
it's more scary. I don't know why, but skydiving for me was just like going
Mm.
for a walk out in the backyard.
Oh, here we go.
It was like there was a bit more windy, but
Going for a walk in the backyard, mate.
I reckon
That's,
my heart rate went down instead of up.
oh,
It was
goodness.
crazy.
Should post the video to the Instagram.
I could.
Yeah, she
I look very, very relaxed in that. So the next one along, social networking,
Mm.
which I dare say
WhatsApp,
includes
Facebook.
social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're networking on the socials. Um, so yeah, the old Facebook message of Michael Jackson. You've got the odd WhatsApp. I still get millions of them. Hey,
WhatsApp.
yeah,
Yeah, mate, WhatsApp's really bad now with scams.
I don't know how.
Like I'm opening up now, my archives literally got shitload everywhere.
Yeah, but anyway, the point of us talking about this is not for you guys to laugh at all of this. It's for you guys to go, oh, these are the kind of things that are out there. and then they don't happen to you, and you can get a bit of a laugh out of
Exactly right.
it. Yeah, so if you get any random DMs from people, maybe just think about it a little bit before you jump on and start doing a work from home job and where you're promised $10 million an hour. I had one actually.
What, $10 million?
No, no, no. I had one. This guy reached out and
Or was this recently?
oh, it would have been the last 12 months,
Mm.
but not. It would have been like 10, 11, 12. I'm not really sure. The other day, I can't remember what he was doing. He was like, he wanted to have a video chat with me to I don't know what it's for. It's something that to do with like our work
Mm.
and like if they'd be a good fit for us or something. I think I might have told you about it all the way back then. And then it completely spun into like him trying to figure out like um personal mentoring and all of this stuff and no, I didn't tell
No,
you. Oh well
I
anyway,
don't think you
this
did.
he was it started off he was like I thought he was genuinely trying to like figure out like a referral partnership for our business.
Mm.
And then it turned into him asking me what like personal barriers I run into when I'm doing
Personally,
it.
yeah, right.
And then he was like writing them down and stuff. I was like, what the heck?
Well, she had a video chat with him.
Yeah, because it came through as a referral partner.
Mm.
And then I don't know, he started going on, and we were just having a chat. Like he had all these books in the background and everything. We are talking about the different books he reads and that. Like I was like, oh yeah, this is just a genuine like actual thing. Like
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, it's a bit weird, but oh well. And then we did like a 45-minute thing just chatting about like, self-improvement books and blah, 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 because
Mm.
that's obviously something we were talking about at the time of the podcast.
Mm.
And then out of nowhere, I was just like, all right, so like we should probably talk business at some point, right? And he's like, yeah, so do you have like a mentor or anything? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, do you have a mentor? I was like, I want to talk about actual business, not if I have a mentor now. Like, come
Mm.
on. And he's like, oh, you'd be pretty good fit for my program. And he's trying to sell me like a personal development course.
What was his company name? Do you know?
No, I don't recall. It was a long time ago.
Oh, damn!
Uh,
I wish I. Well,
and then
had
and then
I
I
just known. I obviously wasn't in the meeting.
no 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 no. And then I was like, oh, I got to run. Like, I've been on this for an hour or whatever. Um, and then he started telling me like, oh, you'd be a really good fit. We've only got like one spot left this month, but in 3 months'
Classic.
time we'll get back in touch. And he's telling me about like his business that he made and all of this stuff. And it clicked for me when I questioned him about that, and I was like, oh, like he was saying all this great stuff like about his business, and it was actually really smart what he was saying. And I was like, what is the business? Like, what's it called? Because the product you've made, which I can't remember what it was, but it was a good product. I was like, that's actually really cool. Like, I'd love to learn more about it and read it. And then
Mm.
he's like, oh, that's intellectual property. I can't tell you. And I was like, bro, if it's out there making money, like, what do you mean?
So good.
It was just such a confusing, like, it might not have even been a scam. I don't know.
So,
But
like,
it was just
was it
such
for
a
the podcast
weird
for Asset Row?
AR.
Right.
He actually hit me up through WhatsApp. And
Oh, really?
yeah, and he said
Oh, mate, go through your
that,
WhatsApp.
that it was I delete my WhatsApp.
Oh,
And he said it was a referral from someone that we've worked with in property management.
could be
So I thought,
absolutely beat. Like,
so I
that could be
thought,
BS.
yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, fair enough. He's
Surely
like,
they just call you instead of a WhatsApp message.
yeah, very
No one
weird.
sends a WhatsApp message as the first point of like
Yeah, but anyway,
introducing
I
yourself.
wasted a whole hour on that.
That is, that's tough. But
I tell you what, big commitment from them without getting money for a
yeah,
whole hour. Like it would have been like a 2 or 3 step thing, I think. But then maybe it was like multiple thousands of dollars. So
but so many people would fall for it and just be like, yeah, all right, one spot left for the month. Come on, give me in.
yeah, that's true.
It's just a classic, you know. You got one spot left.
When We hope you enjoyed the episode. As always, you know exactly what to do.
Hit that follow button, subscribe, whatever platform you listen to this podcast on. Also share it to friends, families, co-workers, whoever you think may benefit from it. But unfortunately, it's the end, and we'll see you next week.